Douglas Blackburn, a managing member at Blackacre. Mr. Blackburn is a fourth-generation coal miner. He is an engineer of mines. He has an engineer of mines degree, I should say, and has worked in the U.S. and international coal industry for 5 decades. Welcome to our broadcast.
Ni hao.
Tell us about the psychological challenges that these rescued miners are now facing.
This seems to be very similar to the situation in South America a couple of years ago. This 36-day episode is nothing short of a miracle. I think they're looking for a year of decompression and getting back to their families. Just reading the book about the trapped miners in South America, that's an unbelievably harsh environment, and the pressures, I'm sure, were just unbearable at times.
Douglas, China has vastly improved the safety operation of its mines. What challenges do they still face?
Yeah, since 2000, I think the coal industry in particular has reduced fatalities by 90%. The challenges are that there are so many private or independent mines that don't have the safety standards that the state-owned mines have. A company like Shandong, for instance, would have world-class safety standards, world-class equipment, access to the very best safety thinking internationally, and consequently they have results very similar to the U.S. or Great Britain, for instance. These independent mines are a real problem because to shut them down means terrible unemployment in their local provinces, and the local political class has been very reluctant to close those mines due to the dislocation of the miners. It's a real conundrum for them.
The fact that this is a gypsum mine, how does this play into the rescue operation? What kind of challenges does this present?
I understand that the politicians will want to say that people will be punished, but we need to wait and see what the facts are. For instance, a rush of unexpected water could weaken gypsum, unlike coal, which isn't affected by water. Let's wait and see what the facts are. But I think it could be either geotechnical, that is the strength of the rock would mean that the pillars could have been designed larger, or an inflow of water weakened the gypsum and consequently led to a collapse.
You have 13 miners who are still missing. Is there any way to say what the likelihood is that they will be reached?
Well, since 2006, there's been a real effort worldwide to constantly know where the location of each miner is underground. That remains to be seen based on the technology that was available in Shandong province. The drilling techniques obviously are tremendously improved. Central Appalachian drillers from West Virginia went to South America and drilled at much greater depths and were able to locate the miners seismically, sonically, and put their drill bit in exactly the right place. For instance, first with a small diameter hole big enough for food and medicine and clothing, and then for the larger 6-foot diameter air shaft that allowed extraction of the miners. So fortunately, the drilling technology has improved dramatically over the last decade.
All right, well, Douglas Blackburn, we certainly appreciate your time, managing member at Blackacre, and your insight as we wait for this situation to unfold. Thank you so much.